Hello, welcome to Train Sim World 5. As you can see, I've got my DMU, which has had a little bit of modification to the livery. Those little yellow dots on the buffers, and it's now got the cream panel along the windows and high contrast doors. The driver stroke guard door doesn't need it, because that's just for staff only. And we've got just over 3 minutes before we're due to depart, so I will get the train set up. That was quick and easy, wasn't it? This is the next activity of mine, which basically there's the 15-minute wait at the start again, so that the diesel gets into the right place to pass me at, that'll be Blue Anchor, and then should pass the Jubilee. Keep hearing a cyclist go past. There should be a Jubilee at Willerton, and then the 8F at Crocombe Heathfield. The Jubilee will be running tender first, and the 8F will have been turned at the triangle and will be going boiler first. I've done that deliberately. The Jubilee was just run round at Bishop's Lydyard in my reality, and the 8F got turned at the triangle. Jubilee has lost one coach from its train though, because it will not work with a 5-coach train for some reason, which I'm not too pleased with. I was hoping it would be able to run all 5 coaches, but for some reason it says there isn't space on one of the platforms, so I don't know which platform. I may look into that and see if I can put 5 coaches on instead. Right, we've got less than a minute before I can open the doors and let the people on, so I'll go to my favourite view. Ready? It does look nice with that cream on. I've got it as close to Great Western livery as I can, though I've rounded the ends to the cream panel so that it's a bit more... It looks better than having straight ends. It took me over half an hour just adding that cream panel, because it's all individual sections that are then spread along. Then you've got to add the doors on top. Here we go, I can open the doors. Amazingly, people are only just getting off after I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. But we are getting people on board, which is what matters. Should be in forward. I will just double check that. Yep, forward. I'm watching to make sure there's no one against the door when we go. Okay, we can go. I will go to this view because it's better. And off we go. I've hopefully got the timing right that we pass the trains at the correct places. I'd love to know where that cyclist is. Oh, there he is! Huh! There is actually a cyclist. Okay. Oh, a bit quick. Got a white flashing light for the crossing. We only have to stop at Blue Anchor, Willerton, Crocombe Heathfield, Lydyard and Norton. So we are limited to stop. We should, with luck, pass the diesel at Blue Anchor, it's class 47, and then Jubilee, Willerton, and the 8F at Crocombe Heathfield, as long as I've got the timing right. Let's get up to line speed. We're on the level here, so I know there's a 5 mile an hour limit for Dunster. We don't stop at Dunster, which is good. But we do have to slow down. Brakes on when we're getting close. That's the slowest part of this journey. Dunster, 5 miles an hour. All the other level crossings are either line speed or 10 miles an hour. I do love the sound of jointed track though. Sounds nice. Ramp from Minehead. I'm just going to coast now and apply the brakes at the right place, because I'd rather we didn't go too fast over this crossing. Be aware of the speed limits. There's the engineer's siding, I think it is. So we're nearly at Dunster already. We've been going 4 minutes since we departed. Just shows how quick this unit can get up to speed. Start slowing down. Normally, service trains would stop at Dunster. So the 5 mile an hour speed check isn't so bad. But I'm just going straight through. Trying to keep the speed below 6, but still up compared to what the train wants to do, because we are going uphill slightly. It's nice not having to stop here. I'm not going to go above 10 because we've got another 10 mile an hour speed in just a second. So we'll just stick at 10 miles an hour. Here's the 10 mile an hour, which is another level crossing. Over the crossing. Once we're past the crossing, we can go up to 25 before we get to Blue Anchor. It just takes a bit of time to get over the crossing because it's a 4-coach train. I'm keeping an eye on the little white and red dot on the speedo on the bottom right. That shows the speed limit. There we go, we can go up to 25 now. Before we get to Blue Anchor, which is another 10 mile an hour speed limit. Going downhill slightly. Not enough that we're speeding up. No, it's 15 miles an hour at Blue Anchor, not 10. That's okay. Yellow there because I misjudged how much we could probably go. But we're within tolerable limits. As long as it doesn't go red, I'm okay. Like this. Oh, I am speeding a bit too much now. Downhill. At least I can see how far from our first station stop we are. We have a yellow at approaching the station, which I know because it's fixed distance, and then red after the station. Will be for the diesel. At least I hope so. I hope it's in section. The steam engine actually left Bishop's Lydyard, so that's where that's starting, 5 minutes after I left Minehead. That should arrive at Willerton at the same time as us. Channel on our left. Farm crossing. There's the yellow. Is the diesel in yet? No. Not yet. Okay. We need to start slowing in now. Down to 15. The speed limit is at this signal. Camping coaches on our right. Blue Anchor Station with its proper gated crossing. With the signalman or crossing keeper standing on the platform end on the left, which is quite good. Now we just coast. Come to a nice gentle stop. Within the correct stopping point, which is here. There we go. Let's see where the diesel is. Should be in section, which is what I want. Where are you, diesel? I can't see it. Ah, there it is. Yeah, got about 5 minutes. So I'll just sit here. I can see the signal. I'm not going to draw up to it. What I am going to do is just get a cab view. It's quite a nice view, that. I'll get a screenshot because that's a nice looking thing for a desktop. This activity pair is set in June. Gives a nice late spring feel to everything. This is it. Why am I not able to hop out? Come on, let me out. Fire bucket. I just thought while I'm waiting, I might as well just do the collectibles. The more I can do, the better. So, anything over here? No. Oh, I didn't know you could go behind here. It's nice. Mr. Signalman. You could do the gate while I'm here, you know. I'm not going that way. The diesel will be when it arrives, but I won't be. Okay, one collectible. I thought there'd be more. These are still not here yet. There's my door. I don't see the point in closing the doors until the diesel is actually here. And it's not here yet. In fact, it is... Oh, it's coming here. It's nearly here. About 2 minutes. Maybe 3. As I said with the previous video, there is no set timetable, so sitting around like this is perfectly fine. I'm now going to close the door and then draw to the signal. I've just got a little bit to crawl. Crawl up to the signal. There's the exhaust from the diesel, I think. I'm not sure. I'm just crawling up to the signal and then stopping. Just gives me a little bit of chance to see around the corner, because the diesel will be coming from round there. I've got a little bit more distance before I have to stop. As long as I can see the signal arm. There we go, let's stop. Stop, 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 stop. That was a bit close. As long as I can see the signal arm, once the diesel's clear, I hear it go in this view. But as long as I can see the signal, I'm perfectly okay. I am just clear of it by 3 yards. That's 9 feet. All I'm doing is I'm zoomed in so I can see when the diesel's close. Don't know how long it will take. It'll be slowing down now. How far away is it? Oh, it's just on the bend. Okay. I should be given clearance to go as soon as the diesel is in the platform. There's the diesel. It's the same livery as the first half of this scenario. So it's dressed up as prototype loco Lion. Here it comes, crawling along at about 5 miles an hour. while we sit here waiting for it. Our next stop is Williton, which is on to 3 stations and then Williton, I think. Unfortunately, the person who did that, it does look quite good actually. It's pretending to be one of the prototype locos. So that's why it's got that livery. Right, keep on at the signal. As soon as it clears, I can go. Off we go. Oops, go back to this view. That's just arriving as we're pulling out. Must admit, this chocolate livery that I've created, chocolate and cream, looks really nice in the sun. The livery editor is in the dark, so it's not as good, and it's really hard to tell how close to the colours you are, but that does look really close to the correct shade of chocolate. And the cream is just a pale yellow. I don't think I can get any closer to the correct shade of yellow with the way it's set up. So it's quite good. And having West Somerset Railway on the side means it's before this line. There will come a time when these units do get withdrawn from service and go to Heritage Railways, so we'll not have one in West Somerset Railway livery. It's a future. Something for the future, shall we say. Probably won't happen. Probably cut them up, unfortunately. This is my idea of what would happen when these units come to the end of their service life. Running in conjunction with Heritage Steam, Heritage Diesels, offering commuter service on the Heritage Railway. It'd be cheaper to run than the diesels and definitely cheaper to run than the steam. Yes, I know there's 10 mile an hour through Watching Station, which is what that 10 up in the top right's about. And I will make sure I slow down for it. Ooh, it's starting to get a bit murky. I've got dynamic weather set for this. Starts off cloudy and I'm not sure whether it will start raining or not at the moment. It's another reason for doing these playthroughs. Don't want to have it suddenly change to something like snow. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh well. Still going forwards, which is what matters. We should pass Jubilee at Willerton and then the 8F at Cracken Heathfield. I'm hoping I've got the timing done right. I have altered the timing on the northbound one. And I'll be testing that later. This is the first test of this scenario, the second part of the two. If it works, then I'm going to share it along with the livery that I'm using. I missed a whistle sign. I'm concentrating more on speed than anything. Here's the one station. Is Washford, I think. Yeah, I got it right. It's the station. Ooh, we're going downhill. It's the station that had the coaches that picked up on with the 09 in December. Wheelie wheels. There are some interesting bits of scenery on this route. I don't know what that metal cage thing was for. But it does look interesting. One thing that Dovetail Games need to add for this route: steam engines. Engines that are actually members of the West Somerset Railway fleet. So, prairie tanks, pannier tanks, even the, here's the 10 mile an hour. Forgot where I was. This is where the crossing is. About 10 mile an hour crossing. still trying to keep within the speed limit as best as I can. Let's get a little bit of acceleration until we get to about 20 and then I'll cut it, because we're still going downhill. And we'll still get up to 25 without using the throttle. Watch it to go through first, which is coming up soon. And that's under the bridge, past the platform. Then there's the halt. Keeping an eye on speed and speed limits. We've got 20 coming up because of tight curves leading into Watch It. At least I think it's Watch It. That might be the halt and then Watch It's after. I can't remember. I really do need to sort my short-term memory out. And now back uphill, so a little bit of throttle. Now in the 20 mile an hour section. It is Watch It first. When you see it, it'll be tender first, which is something that you don't see that often on this game. It's prototypical though. Heritage Railways tend not to turn engines that often, so having it running tender first is realistic. Please Watch It station. And between Watch It and Lydyard there's the halt. And people stand back as we come through. Jubilee, the next passing place, which is Wilton. And then if I've done it right, the freight will be passed at freight will be passed at I've got the timetable right. I hope I have. There's the AWS ramp. Accelerating a bit. 10 miles an hour. Station. We have got a way signal. Downhill just before we get to the station. Station because we're going into the up line, which is the left-hand platform. Looks like the Jubilee is in the station already. Look. Is it? Yes, but it's facing the wrong way. Okay, that's something I wasn't expecting. It's pushing its coaches. Okay. Why has it done that? Can anyone tell me? Why is it pushing its coaches? I want it the other way around. Not a push-pull set, so it shouldn't really be like that. Oh, it is 5 coaches long. Didn't realise that. I thought it was 4. But it's supposed to be tender, loco. Oh, Galatea. It's pushing it, look! It's supposed to be running the other way. With the tender leading. And then the loco. I'll have to see if I can... He's going to jump off, isn't he? No, he's on the outside though. Okay, stop. And doors. What's the signal? Signal's green, so we will pass the freight at Crocombe Heathfield. It's exactly what I wanted. I just need to change the orientation of the Jubilee. Looks like I may have to have it so it's loco first. I mean, loco smoke box first. Oh well. Off we go. 10 miles an hour until we have left the station limits. 5.6 miles before we get to Crocombe Heathfield via Stegumber. Catch point was set for us. At least I've got the timing right. Main. Now, Crocombe Heathfield loop platform. We have a green signal, which is good. Let's get a bit of speed up. Now going uphill all the way to Crocombe Heathfield. I think. Feathering the throttle, as it were. It'd be nice if this throttle was graduated rather than fixed steps. Sorry. That way I could just have the throttle at a set amount when going uphill. Keep it at constant speed. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that. Try doing a scenario where I drive this unit on the southern section of the West Coast Main Line, non-stop between London Euston and Milton Keynes. Give you more running. It also look quite That'd be quite an interesting one, because that's a faster line than this. Adding in extra trains to pass though. And then trying to get them timetables so that they do actually pass at the right place. One thing I'd love to do though is a steam rail tour Lichfield Trent Valley to Bromsgrove, or Lichfield Trent Valley to Redditch, one or the other. That would be an interesting scenario. Hopefully I'll be passing the freight I should get there just before it does, I believe. And then Lydyard and then Norton. All I need to do is sort out the Jubilee to try and make it so it does run how I want it. See any... Oh yes there is, there's a poster. Two posters. Two posters to place in there. Okay. Nice to know. One day I'll get all the collectibles on this route. Valley view. Nice little valley. Very picturesque. Static caravan. It's quite a steep gradient, really. 100. Okay, it does get steep places. It's quite consistent. And yes, I know Welsh Island has got steeper at 1 in 40. But for a standard gauge line, it's got good gradient. Got a sustained gradient. Another line that will make a good route is the Severn Valley Railway. That's mostly got a gradient facing the same way. It's another nice heritage line, very scenic. Great central bit as well, because that one you can do higher speeds. Certain things can do higher speeds on it. Can't do it when they're carrying passengers, but they can do higher speeds because they are certified for testing purposes. I don't know if I'll be We'll find out when we get to the station. I'm sort of hoping that I get there just before the bridge. That my laptop is stuttering, however, I think So both the Jubilee and the Freight need a slight alteration to their timings. Yeah, there's the Freight. Already at the signal. I don't know how long it's been there for, that's the problem. Oh, it's actually in the platform. So it's doing its scheduled stop. Is it going yet? Still not going yet. Now it's going. So I think about 3 minutes alteration to that timetable. I hit the wrong button, I wanted that. There's the Freight heading north. At least I've managed to get it so that I pass the various AI services at the right place now, which I'm happy with. There we go. And off we go. 2 more stops. Bishop's Lydyard and then Norton. We'll be going into the same platform as we passed through, or stopped at, in the first part of this scenario duet. Between 10 miles an hour. Speed limit. That I'm going down slightly, so I'm just going to coast. With a bit of luck, we should arrive relatively quickly at mostly downhill now, all the way to Norton. And then the scenario's over. So I'm going to do it. Thank you for watching it now. Have watched one way. It does mean a lot. If you enjoyed the video, press the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That does help with the YouTube algorithm, as does pressing the thumbs up. Pressing the bell icon will let you be notified whenever I do an upload. And if you you even want to, you can share the video. Look, tractor in field. No texture on it, because it's white. I think the texture's not loaded on that. I don't know of any tractor manufacturers that are white. It'd be awesome if they relayed the broad gauge. Have it as a dual gauge line. Use like the size of the firefly. Then you'll only be able to go to watch it. Still big, and I don't think it'll ever happen, but it would be cool. Let's go. Oops, wrong side. That side. See where I'm speeding up quite quickly and I'm not applying the brakes. I don't know what the percentage gradient is. It's that it's 1 foot up in every 80 feet forward. There aren't many main line inclines like that. The incline is a bit steeper. On the Lydyard as well, that's steep, not steeper. The Lydyard made the U1 Garrett just for banking those trains right up there. The LMS on the Licky incline originally had Big Bertha, an 010 tender engine built exclusively for banking trains up the Licky incline. Helped by the U1 under BR before they changed to have 9Fs take over. It's a pity Big Bertha was scrapped, and the LMS and Lydyard Garretts were also scrapped. The Lydyard one would have been brilliant for a museum. It wouldn't run on any heritage car, too heavy. Though the axle loading wouldn't be as high as you'd think. The LMS ones would need the bearing replacement to make it a little bit more robust. That was their main issue. They had Midland bearings rather than the ones that Bayer Peacock wanted to put in. So they run hot boxes quite frequently. one surviving standard gauge Garrett, which is William Francis. Used to run at Baddesley Colliery, or Baddesley Colliery Tramway, which was a mile and a half from where I live now. And that is at Brassington Steam Museum in Diss, Norfolk. It's an engine I'd love to see restored to steam and working on a heritage railway. They'd have to fit vacuum brakes so it can operate passenger trains, but it would make a wonderful sight. Even working at Foxfield on the coal trains, it'd be so nice to see. From what I'm aware, Brassington are open to it being restored. Just requires a bit of money. If I had the money, I'd pay for it, but I don't, so it'd be nice to see William Francis visit Atherstone again. Even if it is only for a flying visit. Right, I'm going to start slowing down. Nearly at Bishop's Lydyard. .10 mph speed limit is just before the Oak Bridge. Go into the left. Oh, we're on the right-hand platform. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. .10 mph. To make sure I don't speed. I was expecting to go into the left-hand platform there. That was different. There's a fire bucket that needs filling. Time I'm in this station and not doing a scenario, I think. There we go. Let the passengers disembark and then new ones get on. It's another nice location for a station. Just have to wait for the passengers. We've got a green signal, which is how we leave, and it's 10 miles an hour until we are completely out of the station limits. Okay, we can close the doors. Off we go. That's 2.5 miles. After that, scenario is over. And I just have to do a little bit of editing for timing. editing for timing and try and sort out the Jubilees so it runs the right way and doesn't push its 5-coach train. Get a little bit of speed. We'll be going downhill a lot more once we have left the station. There's the carriage storage. It's not something you actually get to interact with in any of these scenarios, and I don't know how to make it so that my scenarios use it. There we go. Trying to keep within the speed limit. There's a foot crossing just around the bend, hence the whistle sign. I'm just going to let gravity do its job. We're going down at 185. So coasting along is perfectly fine. There's the flat crossing, or foot crossing, just here. Oh, it's a farm crossing. It's an occupation crossing. See, we're already up to 19 miles an hour, and I've not used throttle. Just about 2.2 miles, 2.1 miles, and then we're coming to a stop in Norton. Halt, effectively. So, this scenario has been a little bit more successful in terms of timing than the first one, which is good. The main issue is the two steam engines getting to their stations a bit early, and the Jubilee pushing its train. I'm not worried about that red signal up the top. That's after the station. So, as long as I stop in the platform, I'm perfectly fine. As I say, the main issue is a little bit of timing with the two steam engines to get them if they come in after I arrive. And then working out how to get it so that the Jubilee is pulling its train while still going tender first. Because I would like it to be going tender first. As I said, the 8F has just turned the whole train on the triangle down here. While the Jubilee, I want it to have run round at Bishop's Lydyard. So it came in loco first, or smoke box first, and it would have left tender first. round to the triangle, spun the loco round, and then pushed the coaches all the way. That's just wrong. So yeah, I need to work out how to sort that. We've got 1 mile before we get to Norton. It's Warren. There will be an AWS ramp before we get to the platform. But after that we arrive and can start switching the cab off. I wish there was the ability to do that. Basically go into the station, the last station, and you have to turn the cab off before the scenario ends. Is that the bridge? No, not yet. Ooh, solar panels. It's nice just having a relaxing run. You can look at things that you can't really look at otherwise. There's the bridge, after which we stick to the left and go into the station. Foxgloves on the side of the track. It's the pink flowers, they're foxgloves. Or digitalis. Scientific name. There we go. No need to worry about speed limit because we're keeping on the main line. And that bit on the right is the part of the triangle. Looks like the eventual aim to make this platform a island platform, so that you can have 2 trains in, or yeah, it'd be 2 trains, wouldn't it? Need to stop. Didn't have an AWS ramp. Must be beyond. Stop. Start turning the cab off. Headlights off, taillights on, AWS off, neutral, close window, open door ready, close window, and just wait until I'm told to lock the door. And then take the master key out. There we go, done. All switched off. scenario ended. Let's just check. I was less than a yard out at Blue Anchor, 1.8 yards at Willerton, 8.2 yards at Crocombe Heathfield, 3.7 at Bishop's Lydyard, and then 3.2 at Norton. That worked. So I'm happy with that. Apart from the issues I've already said, which I can sort out before I do anything else. But it works. Timing, just a tiny little bit to do, and then sort out the Jubilee so it's pulling its train, not pushing it. That's not too difficult to do, I hope. So, thank you for watching, and as I've already done the spiel, I'll say until next time, be seeing you.